Okay, welcome to Lordran, land of the ancient lords, and welcome to Firelink Shrine. This is the main hub of the game. So as you saw over there, we rested at the bonfire. We got full health, and we now have 10 Estus flasks. So you can get more by resting at better bonfires, for example this, and you can do so by kindling them. By kindling a bonfire you get 5 extra Estus flasks uses, and it can go up to plus 20, but you can only get more than 10 after you defeat the Catacombs boss. So, but I'll explain more about it once we start kindling some bonfires. Let's pick up this item. Some humanity. It's a pretty important item. Humanity. You can use it to heal yourself, and you gain 1 humanity. You can see how much humanity you have in that counter in the top left. It's currently at 0. And once you have 1, you can reverse hollowing and go back to your human form. When you're in human form, however, you can be invaded by other players, but you can also summon other players to assist you. You'll find their summon signs in the ground somewhere. Again, more on that later. Let's talk to this guy.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead Church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
One thing I forgot to mention actually about humanity, you can only kindle bonfires in your human form. And each kindling costs 1 humanity from your counter over there too.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Let's just exhaust the dialogue here.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all. What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it. What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the Undead Church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the Undead Burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the Undead Burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool. Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions. What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
Okay, I think we're done here. Yeah. Okay, down here you have the Firekeeper. If the Firekeeper keeps the keeps the bonfire lit, if she dies, the bonfire is extinguished. And you can also upgrade your Estus flasks to heal more, but you need to find Firekeeper Souls. See, we cannot... Firekeeper Soul required to reinforce Estus flask. And she has no tongue, she cannot speak, so I don't see a point in chatting with her. Okay, getting more items. Let's pick this place clean. Got some firebombs here. They're consumable items that deal damage to enemies. Well, they're firebombs. Here we have this guy. Let's not talk with him yet. Well, we could do it. Another soul of a lost undead. Then you can jump down here. And we find a couple of chests. We have some homeward bones. They're consumable items that will bring you to the last bonfire which you rested in. Got a morning star and a talisman. So morning star. It only has a C, scaling in strength, deals less physical damage, but you can see it has an auxiliary effect. You have 4 different effects. You have bleeding, poison, divine, and occult. Divine and occult weapons are faith-based. You need faith to scale the damage. Bleeding and poison. When you attack an enemy, they get a little meter that fills up, and once it's full, they will either be poisoned and take damage every turn, or they'll bleed and take it'll take a large chunk of health of them, large chunk of health away. And here we have Lloyd's Talisman. So we got these red orbs. You can invade another world with them. I'm not really gonna bother with PvP on this character. You have also a black separation crystal. This will get rid of a summoned player. Or if you invade a world, it will bring you home. Lloyd's Talisman. They block Estus recovery, so it makes like people can't use Estus around you. Homeward Bone I already explained. I'll explain these souls later. These souls are consumable items that will give you more souls, if that makes any sense. And there was something... oh yeah. There's a talisman. The talisman is used to... it's a faith-based talisman. It is used to cast miracles. Miracles are divine spells. They're based on faith. So you have heals, other kind of support spells, and lightning-based spells, that kind of stuff. So you need a talisman to cast them. That's about it for now. So let's not pick up those items yet. Well, actually, you can go and pick one up. But you cannot... those skeletons are still a bit too strong for now. So let's rest. Resting at a bonfire will also reset all the enemies in an area, even the ones you've killed. Alright, so let's go down here. And actually, I will probably die, so let's do something first that I should have done already. Well, let's talk with this guy first.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Thanks for the copper coin.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Okay, so we are joining a covenant. Covenants are special factions that will grant you different bonuses. There are several different covenants. I believe most are PvP based. This one, for example, the Way of the White, when you join them, I think, and I'm not sure about this, I think it improves connection to other players. Like you can find more players to summon. But I'm not sure about that.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Can learn a new gesture from this guy. And you can purchase items. So he sells mostly miracles. And talismans. Okay, so we don't need any of this. We're gonna be a big, strong warrior with big weapons.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm. An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
No, thank you.
I'm afraid that may be difficult, for our missions are sacred. I'm afraid that may be difficult.
Okay, we are done here.
The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
So most covenants also have a covenant level, and when you level in those covenants, you gain access to different things. Either be new spells, weapons, other abilities, that kind of stuff. This one I don't think has any levels, so... and you can also see other players' phantoms walking around, if they're in the same area as you. Sometimes not. Okay, so a thing I haven't explained yet is that big number on the bottom right. Those are our souls. You can acquire souls by defeating enemies and consuming those little soul items that we find in the world. And they are very important. They will allow you to level up. So we need, for example, we need 724 souls for the next level, and we can improve a point in a stat of our choosing. Souls are also used to repair items, buy stuff, improve stuff, that kind of... Souls are very important for everything to improve in the game, so we'll use these to level up for now. Let me think. Let's go through our stats first. So we have Vitality. This will improve your health. Attunement improves the number of spell slots that you have. So currently we have 0 slots. You can see that in the on the right there, in the attunement slots. If we get 2 points, we get 1 slot, and I can't get any more. Yeah. Endurance increases your weight limits and your stamina. I'll explain weight limit in a bit. Strength, it improves your strength. Higher strength allows you to equip items with higher strength requirements and deal more damage with strength-based weapons. The same for dexterity. Resistance, well, increases your resistance there. No one really bothers with this, I don't think. Intelligence is used for sorceries, which is a type of spell, and faith is used for miracles. Okay, before I level up, might as well go through all of this. Okay, we went through the stats. You can see your current hit points and stamina there. Your equip loads is based on every item has a weight. And the equip loads, well, if your equip load is over 100%, for example, if we currently have a maximum equip load of 54. If we were at 55, for example, we wouldn't be able to run. So if it's over 100%, you can't run. If it's between 51 and 100, I think those are the correct values, you will walk slowly and you won't be able to roll very efficiently. You'll roll slower, also referred to as a fat roll. If your equip load is between 25 and 50, you'll do a mid-roll. I think that's where I'm at right now. Mid-roll, and you will walk at a medium speed. If your equip load is below 25, you'll do a fast roll like this. And you'll walk at full speed. I don't think it's actually full speed, it varies depending on your equip load, but it's faster than if you're above 25. And you can increase the equip load by increasing your endurance, and some items will also increase your equip loads. Over there you have the damage of your weapons, your physical defenses versus strike damage, versus strike attacks, slash attacks, and thrust attacks. And your defenses against magic, flame, and lightning. Over here you have your poise, which is currently 0, your bleed resistance, poison resistance, and curse resistance, alongside with item discovery. Item discovery is a stat that increases the chance you find items on enemies. And poise is actually pretty important. Poise is like a defense against it's like a defense that prevents you from being stunned. Every attack, every spell does a certain amount of poise damage, if you can call it that, and after it reaches your thresholds, it breaks your poise defense and you will be stunned for a little bit. So the higher your poise, the bigger the poise defense you have. Enemies also can also be stunned by your attacks, by breaking their poise resistance. And the rule is, the heaviest the armor, the more poise they have. And there are also rings and other type of items that will increase your poise, but it's basically just the armor. And for weapons, the basic rule is just heavier weapons will deal more poise damage. Okay, we have the bleeds and poison resist for bleed and poison, which I explained earlier, and curse resist, it's against being cursed. Curse is bad, but I'll explain it once we find some enemies that can curse you. What else? Anything else? Okay, and you have your armor here. You can see they have the defenses against different kinds of physical attacks. For example, this weapon, you can see there the attack type regular. Well, that's not what I want to see. For example, the straight sword hilt has a regular or thrust type attack. The Morning Star has a strike. So that corresponds to these defenses: strike, slash, and thrust. There's also durability. Your items won't be as good once they're almost broken down, and be no good at all once they're broken. But you can repair them using souls. And I think that pretty much covers... this. Okay. Let's level up. Let's see, for weapons I think we'll need at least 10 dexterity to wield some decent weapons. And I'll go up to 16 in strength. For now. Once I pick up a weapon that I really want to use, we'll see the actual requirements. And the battle axe now deals plus 16 bonus damage, because we increased our strength, and due to the scaling we get a little bit more damage. Okay, enough explanations for now. Let's go over here to pick up something. Okay, avoid the skeletons. Got another one of these souls. You can consume them to gain more souls to use in your level up. But I'd rather just keep these. Okay, we got what we came for. I'd rather just keep them for emergencies, because when you die, you lose all souls and humanity you currently have on you. You can recover them if you manage to reach your body. If you manage to reach your the place where you died. But if you die again while trying to do, well, you lose them forever. Okay. I don't think we can use this yet. We got the Zweihander. Needs 24 strength to use. So yeah, we cannot use it yet. Oh, I forgot some stats. But let's take a look at the Winged Spear. This is a more dexterity based weapon. It's, I won't be using them, so let's not bother. Yeah, I missed something that's in shields. So shields have the little damage reduction percentage there. So this one, for example, reduces 100% of the physical damage when you block, 30% magic, 72% fire, and 48% lightning. And it also has stability. That's what I really wanted to talk about, stability. Also have stability in weapons, because you can block with weapons. If I two-handed, for example. And also block with weapons. And stability means the higher the stability, the less stamina you lose when you block. That's pretty much it. Okay, so I think I picked up everything. Oh no, I didn't. There's something else. Gotta go up here though. You see the crow that brought us here from the Undead Asylum all the way to Lordran. But I want something that's over here. It's probably just a soul. And just another soul. Alright. Let us go back to full health and start going to the first area. So this is a player message. Let there be light. This is another one. Wow, bonfire, really? I had no idea.